Hey everyone, it's Liz from the Nail Hub, and today I thought I would show you the 4 new buttercreams that have been added to the Buttercream collection. These are already very famous colors, but they used to only be available in color gel, and since color gel has gotten discontinued, now you can get them in Buttercream. Buttercream is a super cool product. Be sure to check out my full tutorial step by step as to how to use buttercream and all of the advantages of it. But honestly, it's a highly pigmented color gel that comes with basically 2 uses in one jar. It can be used as art gel, and you can also stir it up to make it more viscous, which means a thinner full color application. I'm always into learning something new, so let's try a little ASMR moment. So Pea Blue is a very nice, solid, straightforward blue. It's almost like an electric blue, but not quite. And the cool thing about buttercream, like I mentioned with the 2 viscosities in one jar, is instead of immediately stirring up this entire jar, I'm going to show you how this goes on with a liner brush. So if you want to do nail art, you can absolutely just dip your brush into the jar, and you'll notice that it's very stringy and sticky if you haven't agitated the buttercream. So it does act like an art gel where you can paint it on in thin stripes or do detailed nail art. It gives you a lot of control without having it feather or bleed or self-level. Now, if you want to use full color, you can easily do that just by switching your brush. Now, one little trick too is that instead of agitating the whole jar, you can agitate just a little part of the jar on the side. Since buttercream adjusts its viscosity based on this agitation, this mixing action, if you only do it on half of your jar, you still can do nail art with the other side. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit on my brush. And now if I go back on this nail tip, I can apply a full color coating. Buttercream is really easy to apply. It doesn't self-level, it doesn't feather, it doesn't bleed, so you have ultimate control over the color application the entire time. Because it's so pigmented, you want to use thin coats. So if you can see through it a little bit on the first coat, that's totally fine. Go ahead and cure that for 60 seconds in your lamp, and then you can go back and add another layer. After 2 coats, you should have a beautifully brilliant blue, super solid and opaque. The other amazing thing about buttercream is it's ultra thin. So this is not meant to be any part of the nail structure. It's just meant to be a color coating. So make sure you've got appropriate structure underneath the nail before you proceed with buttercream. It really is nice for people who want that thin nail polish look, but with gel. And you can apply buttercream over pretty much any other nail product, including dip powder and acrylic. Nude with Attitude is also an extremely popular color from the color gel line that now is available in buttercream. It's a very opaque nude, not sheer at all. And it's a beautiful base for French. It looks beautiful as an all-over color option. And again, you can agitate just a portion of the jar or the entire thing, use half the jar for nail art on the part that you haven't agitated, or loosen up this color so that it goes on a little bit more like gel polish. All Light Elegance products cure best in the Light Elegance LED dot or mini dot lamp. These gels, because they're so pigmented and the ingredients are so high quality, they do require a powerful lamp in order to cure. So if for whatever reason you're not getting optimal curing results with something like buttercream, definitely investigate and make sure that your lamp is compatible with this gel line. Lazy Day Lavender is a beautiful soft purple. Reminds me of violet flowers in the garden. It's a very pretty spring color, and it's just as equally as opaque as the previous 2. You can see if I don't agitate it, that little bead of color just stays like a little mountain right on my brush. And depending on your application style, you might want to leave it super thick instead of agitating buttercream. Last but not least, we have Sassy Squatch, which is one of my personal favorites. It's a beautiful, brilliant pink with a hint of a pearlescent shimmer, and it almost has a glint of purpleness to it. As someone who grew up around car shows, I would call this a hot rod car paint color. One fun thing with pearlescent colors is you can decide if you want it to be perfectly smooth or if you want to make swirls in the pearl. Swirling around pearl colors creates a completely different look than painting it on in completely straight stripes. Don't worry about any texture caused by mushing it. You can always cover that up with your top coat layer. I hope this video has helped you get to know a little bit more about these amazing new colors that have been added to the Buttercream family. I'll be in touch again soon with another great episode. Bye, guys.